Welcome back to another exciting episode of Screaming Chewy Show. And I'd like to welcome special guest Adam Jaffe from Pistols at Dawn, man.
What's up, my brother? Thanks so much for having us today. Uh, it's an honor to be here.
And thank you for coming on. Big fan. Um, Love your band and everything you guys do. We're gonna talk all about that, man. Love the sound, very high energy. Gets me pumped, yo.
If you like that, just wait. Our 24 album, which is almost done, it's gonna blow your fucking mind.
Oh, I can't wait. Nowadays, or it's very rare to find an album where you like all the songs, you know.
Yeah.
And you guys, your albums, you can listen to all the songs on repeat. Like when you're fucking driving to work, when you're working out, when you're in your feelings, you know what I mean? Like, I just love
Yeah.
it.
That's the greatest compliment. When we like the current album, Ascension, and when we wrote the EP, Nocturnal Youth before that, our goal was always to have albums, just like you mentioned, where there's no fluff, there's no filler. We're not playing bullshit songs that, are pointless on a record. And so every single song was placed there for a reason. And if we didn't enjoy it, every single song as we went through an album, we weren't going to put it on there.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of artists will throw most songs just to fill in, like you said, fluff, but not
Yeah.
you guys, man. And I love that you guys put in the work and it shows.
Thank you. Thank you.
And tell me about your new album.
Yeah, so as soon as we got off the Fozzy Ugly Kid Joe tour, we toured with Alter Bridge and Mammoth WVH. Then we went out with Fozzy and Ugly Kid Joe. We did 40 cities. We did the entire country, and then we did another half of the country. And as soon as we got back, about 2 weeks later, Will James, our shredder, and I got in the studio, got in our rehearsal space, and just started putting our heads down with new ideas. And it just started to come out like clockwork. And then we made some lineup changes, and those guys, John Suktu Singh, our singer, and Gabriel Cuevas, our bassist, they came in with their ideas, and honestly, everybody just put their heads down, contributed, collaborative, and this new album is just a fresh, new take on Pistols at Dawn. Like, if you like everything to date, kind of like you just said, which is the highest compliment we can get, this new stuff, it's just gonna take it to a whole nother place. Like no one has any idea what's about to drop. And I'm so excited about it because, again, we have at least 10 to 13 tracks, which there is no fluff, there's no filler, and I enjoy playing every single one of the songs and look forward to them, which tells me you will too. And it's just fresh and modern and still banging and good stuff.
And you definitely get your money's worth. And I love that you guys all collaborate together with ideas, because it seems like a
Yeah.
lot of bands I talk to, they're like, "Oh, I do the writing." Like, there's that, they bump heads, but you guys all, you guys are like family. You collab together.
Yeah, I think so many bands, it's, there's the writer and that's it, or there's the two writers and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And with our band, we made it clear from day one, everything's a collaborative effort, everything's a cumulative effort. And what's so cool about this lineup that we have now is everybody gets along so well and enjoys spending time together, and we work so well together that we want each of us to thrive. I want Will to thrive. I want John to thrive, and they want me to thrive. And it's unusual for a band, to be honest with you. Usually there's an ego. Usually there's three egos.
Mm-hmm.
Usually there's the writer, and that's it. And he don't want to hear from anybody else. And this is not that band. I would say that all of us have contributed significantly to every track that we're on. It's so cool too, because so many of the tracks, like that John will write or Jane or will write, they'll come in and they have this concept, and then I throw some drums on it, and it completely takes it to a totally new place, which they never expected. Which, that's Pistols of the Dawn for you, and what's cool about this record too that's going to come is that we're going to have features, we're going to have slow songs, we're going to have covers, we're going to have there's basically the whole gamut of feels that you can have on a record, whether it be your banger or whether it can be your love song or whether it can be your true cover. The cover, this one no one's going to see coming unless they know Will James. You have to know Will pretty well. Some of the music that he likes. He told me what he wanted to do. I can't say what it is yet. It's going to be a surprise. But the cover, for example, I was just like, "Nah, we can't pull that shit off." And he was like, "Nah, we can." And I was like, "All right, well, as long as it sounds like Pistols at Dawn, I'm in." And shit, it's coming out. So
You know, and
it's pretty cool. So we're excited.
that shows your guys' true talent. You know what I mean? When you could get a song and you're like, no way we could do this. Then boom. And then not only that, but you put your, you know, like you said, it's got to sound like Pistols of Dawn. It's got to have your signature sound. You know what I mean? You throw your own little twist on it. It just shows how talented you guys really are.
Oh, thank you, brother. That means the world to us. We're just very. I think we're very fortunate, and we're in a really good position. We've had great success with our initial singles, our EP, and our LP, and now it's time for us to take over the world.
You guys are ready, man. And I love that you guys, like you said, you know, somebody has an idea and then bam, you throw the drums in there. Like you guys feed off each other, you know?
Yeah, yeah, it's super cool that way. I mean, and that's the thing. Everybody can bring ideas to the table, and and not only that. I mean, like Will wrote these handful of songs that we're doing for the new album, and it's so interesting because he's so talented. He'll lay down drum tracks on top of the songs that he writes to give me an idea of what he has in his head for the drums.
Oh,
And 9 times out of 10, it's not exactly what I want to do. So I'll go write a drum. I'll go write a drum track that takes the song completely to another place. And it's so exciting to see his response when that happens because he doesn't see it coming. And it's the same thing when John puts his lyrics on the records. We've got some new lyrics, obviously, on all these new songs. And it blows me away that he can write so effectively with such strong hooks so quickly when I'm used to being with some other people who maybe took months and months and months to write one single, lyrical track. And I think just being with such talented young artists who are so excited and gung ho about all this, it just makes the whole process easy. And we're an equal unit. Regardless of the fact that I founded the band, we split everything equally. And we don't use tracks. We split everything equally. We work equally. We just want to have fun.
you know, I love that. And the chemistry is there as well. And is there any like certain styles that each of you have? Like, you know, like you could tell, like, okay, he wrote that song. Or like,
Hmm.
or are all
Yeah.
the songs equally collaborated with?
No, 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 no. It's a great question, and each of us have our own style of writing. Each of us have our own style of feel. I mean, I think when you put my drums on any of the songs that they write, it becomes a true Pistols at Dawn song. You know what I mean? I don't know. My lady, she tells me that all the time. She's like, they give you songs and then you make it Pistols at Dawn, and I don't know what she means, but apparently there's a drum sound that kind of makes it sound that way. And I guess maybe it's the beats that I play, maybe it's how I play, who knows. But Will is he's a, guitarist of the gods. He's an Eddie Van Halen Jr. He's a Steve Vai. But who can write? And the music that he's writing, it's like he's an old soul. It's like he's been writing for 30 years and he writes these tracks that are influenced by 80s music, 70s music, 90s music, 2000s music. And I don't even know if he realizes how good they are, except for his excitement for them, and it's just incredible the depth with which each of the songs that he writes has. And, I almost have to rein him in sometimes and to make it as radio friendly as it can possibly be. But he's so talented in his writing abilities. And the epicness of his writing stands out so much. The other guys are incredible writers as well. And it's so funny, I'm playing a track that they wrote the other day, and I think all three of them put some stuff on it. And I asked Will if he wrote it. Sounded like something he would do, and he was like, "No, Gabriel started this song." And I was just
Damn.
like, "Wow!" I mean, it's like I don't. I mean, everybody kind of has their style. Some of it's a little bit more power pop, or some of it's a little more banger, or some of it's a little more 80s. And I think what you're gonna get and then I kind of rein it in to Pistols at Dawn. And I think what you're going to get is you're going to get so many different feels that you haven't experienced before when you hear this new album. You'll get some of the same bangerish, powerful, epic sounds, that make you want to go fucking drive fast or beat the shit out of somebody.
Yes, yes.
Um, yeah, you're gonna get that. You're gonna get that on this album for sure, like you have in the past, and it's gonna feel like you've heard it all before. But you're also gonna get just so many new sounds you haven't heard from us. Because let me give you an example. The last 3 days, my guys were finishing up a track in the studio. We're doing our first Christmas song. Okay, and I know that sounds funny coming from a big active rock band, but we're doing our own version of a holiday song, a Christmas song. We wanted to do something just totally out there for the holidays for our supporters who've been so awesome to us all year. And so literally we did a Christmas cover, and we're going to have a holiday song, and we're having strings put on it and all sorts of shit. And I'm so excited about it. And so are the other guys. And we don't, it doesn't have to be a banger. It doesn't have to be, something so epic and crazy. The reality is we hope that this Christmas song gives people the feels during the holidays, and they can add this to their Christmas set list, their Christmas playlist on Spotify or whatever, and know that one of their favorite rock bands actually laid this shit down, and that we can give them those feels too. We want to be, I'm not the biggest fan of Imagine Dragons, but I have mad respect for them because they hit so many.
Yes.
They hit so many areas of music. I don't even know how to put what they do into words. I'm not saying we want to be them, and we don't actually, but we're much different. But I'm just saying, like, I have mad respect when people can put out good music regardless of whether it's exactly how they always write. And we're really looking forward to people hearing both the new album and the holiday song, of course.
And you're not official unless you make a Christmas song, right?
You're not going to be that big. So we're going for the moon, my friend.
I love that. And that way, when the holidays come, people could be like, get out of here, Mariah Carey. Come on, Pistols.
Right.
Christmas song,
Right. Someone said that to me the other day. They're like, watch out, Mariah. Here we come. I mean, I want to be on the Mariah goddamn special. Let her sing her holiday song, and we'll do it too. Seriously. And I don't have the final edit yet, but I'm really excited for what this is going to be.
Oh man. And any word on when the new album's gonna drop?
So right now we're putting the finishing polish on what we've written. I would say we'll probably get into the studio by late November. And then our goal will probably be, my guess is in the first 3 months of the year, just to get our first single out and get everything going. We're going to Europe to play a tour with Fozzy in February. And so our goal is going to be to have the album wrapped up before February. And hopefully we'll have the first single coming out when we go on tour. That would be our goal.
Man, kicking ass. And I'm sure it's not easy touring and writing, and making a whole album. How long have you guys been working on this album?
Yeah, we got back from our last tour, June. Our last full tour, June, beginning of July, I think it was. And honestly, we went straight into the studio, straight into the rehearsal space to write. And we played several shows since and done a bunch of other stuff, but for radio. But honestly, we've just had our heads down the last August, September, October, 4 months, 5 months. So it's just about done.
Kicking ass. That's pretty fast, bro. Wow.
That's pretty. Yeah, I think that's one of the trademarks of our band. I mean, like, we're such music lovers. We love what we do. Like, this isn't our job to just have a job. This is our job that we actually love doing. And my guys, I'm surrounded by these guys who just love making music. And I think whether they were making it with us, with Pistols at Dawn, or just for themselves, everybody in the band just makes music nonstop. And they're such incredible writers. I think they just write. They just have to be creative. And so coming in to write this album was so easy. Everybody was so gung-ho about it and had so many ideas to throw at it. And boom, 10 songs later, it just popped out.
And, when you're talented, man, just comes easy. You guys make it look easy, you know?
Thank you. Thank you, my bro.
And is it very challenging making it radio friendly?
It's another trademark of our band. Everything we do is radio friendly, to be honest with you. But that's just how we write. I think we all grew up so influenced by big radio bands, big radio hard rock and metal bands, hard rock and metal bands, that and alternative rock bands, that I think it just comes out that way. I mean, I know personally, and I think one of the reasons, I mean, I write for radio, if that makes any sense. Meaning, I don't even write for radio. Just what comes out of me is for radio. I
Oh,
think that's just because I grew up with some of the biggest touring bands on earth, and it just comes out that way. To be honest with you, we don't even sit in a room and say, "Hey, that's not going to be radio friendly." It's more everything that just comes out is mainstream. We're just a mainstream rock band, and thank God for that, because I'd hate to be one of those bands who have to find a way to get it on the radio.
yeah, that I picture that'd be pretty difficult, you know?
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I think the biggest compliment for our music and what we've done so far is that every time we've gone to radio with a track, we've been so well received, and so they're so anxious to hear our new music and put it on the radio now, that it's kind of like we're a member of the team. You know what I mean? Like, we're not trying to earn our way in, and we're not trying to just make relationships. Now we've got good relationships. We've earned our way in. We broke the ceiling, and now it's just about giving them even better music.
Yeah, man, kicking ass. You guys don't stop. And did you always want to do music like as a kid? Like this is your dream right here, or something that came up as a teenager?
Yeah, man. Yes is the answer to the question. It's funny, when I was 6 years old, my parents got divorced. My dad's first girlfriend wanted to piss off my mother, so she bought me my first drum set. And you know, I went to some electronic pads after that I had to have for my birthday one year from my dad, and next thing you know, I got my first drum set, and I couldn't stop playing every night. Just to my favorite bands and CDs, and back in the day, and for me it was simple. I mean, I went to every concert imaginable that I could get my hands on. I was that kid in the middle of the night, getting tickets, being first in line, all that stuff, and I had to be a part of it. And I think as I got a little bit older, and went in band after band after band that you kind of grow up in, you start to see a path forward, and then it's just about getting lucky and finding the right guys to actually do it with, and then getting lucky and putting in the hard work and having all the breaks. But yeah, so the answer is yes, and I would say for my other guys as well. Um, um, there's nothing else that they've ever wanted to do. None of them. That's it.
And I think like you said, you got very lucky because you guys got it all together, man. And people don't understand how hard it is for bands to have the same effort level for every band member, and to put away that ego and work together. Like, hey, we're all gonna come up together.
Yes, yes, and I think that will let us go pretty far going forward. And 24, I think, is going to be a monster year for us. We have hopefully some big management news that's coming up soon, and we're trying to align ourselves with people like us who are hard ass workers, monster work ethics, and have the ability to put us in different opportunities all over the world that will help propel us to where we want to go.
Kicking ass. And I am so looking forward for that new album, new
Yeah, man.
influences, a
Thanks,
cover,
brother.
a Christmas song. Man, you guys just don't stop.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And where can we find you guys? Contact you guys, news, your music, everything.
Yeah. Pistols at Dawn Band on Facebook, Pistols at Dawn Official on Instagram, and you can find every single link and every single piece of information imaginable on pistolsatdawnband.com. We love to engage. During the pandemic, I think I talked to 2 million people. I mean, like no
Wow.
shit. Like, we
Wow.
love to engage. We love comments. We love hearing from people. We want people to grow with us. We've been around pro hitting 24 for it'll be our fourth year, And we've made a lot of friends and family along the way, and that's what we look at our supporters as friends and family. We're not doing this just for money, and we're not doing this just for fame. We want to make connections and be with people and talk to people, talk to awesome people like you. And it's just we're blessed, and there's no end in sight. And so just everybody needs to buckle up, because we're here for the long run.
I love it, man. And yeah, man, keep kicking ass, and looking forward for everything, man. I appreciate you coming on the show.
Dude, thank you from the entire band. Sorry the other guys couldn't be here. A bunch of them are in the air right now on planes after some writing sessions. But just know that we're so appreciative. And anytime you want us back, maybe after the new album comes out and after you've heard it, we'd love to
Definitely.
hear your thoughts on it.
I would
And
love to have you guys back.
where are you located?
Oh, I'm in Arizona,
We're in Arizona.
Tucson.
Cool. Well, we've played Arizona. We played Arizona on the last Alter Bridge tour with Mammoth WVH as well. And we will get back out to Arizona as soon as we possibly can, so we can hopefully meet you and talk in person as well.
Oh, I'll see you guys there. Definitely. I'm looking forward to that.
All right, my brother. Thank you so much again for having us.
All right, bro. Thank you. Peace.
Appreciate it. Peace.